Welcome back to JR Pro Shop Vids, everyone. Today we got the brand new Origin from 900 Global. We got an asymmetric hybrid here, and we're gonna compare it to another asymmetric hybrid that just came out, but it's sanded, the Attention Star S2. And then we got the other 900 Global Asymmetric Pearl Harsh Reality Pearl. We're gonna see where this ball fits, and we're gonna see how they react on this freshly oiled 43-foot pattern SYC boardwalk. As you can see, the first few shots here, the ball's reacting pretty sharp down lane. You know, fresh oil, no warm-up shots, warmed up on a different lane, came over here, threw the ball immediately for a video, and the down lane motion is pretty sharp, but yet controllable. I can still hit the pocket, I can strike. I struck a few times, but I think, you know, if I were to bowl for score, I would use something with a little bit of surface on it. So then I switched over to the Attention Star S2, which is a sanded asymmetric hybrid with the same layout. You can just see how much earlier this ball picks up and how much stronger it is. So I think if I were to bowl for score, I would start with the Attention Star and then go down to the Origin here with polish. I then threw the Harsh Reality Pearl. I thought it would kind of be close, but the Harsh Reality Pearl is way more off the back end. I threw it on the same line, and I went through the face a couple times. I had to move my feet 3 boards to the left to hit the pocket. So just right there, it shows you that the Harsh Reality Pearl is about 3 to 4 boards stronger with a move to the left. There was a couple shots there where I missed the Harsh Reality Pearl a little to the right, and it came screaming back. Where there was a couple of shots where I left the Origin to the right, and it just kind of hit very light, you know? So I think the Harsh Reality Pearl's got more teeth and more continuation in the back end. So this one is definitely like a little bit of a step down for me from the Harsh Reality Pearl, and just a little smoother off the back end as well. As I kept throwing shots, I kept moving a little bit further left. So I moved 3 boards, and then I moved another 3 boards. And you can see when I moved the last 3 boards, the Attention Star S2, that had the best reaction, right? I can miss a little left, I can miss a little right, and that surface prep, that duller finish, really helped that ball read the mids and give me that little extra air room that I'm looking for. A couple of these other balls are just a little bit too sharp on the fresh oil condition, a little bit harder to control. But I think if I bowl on this pattern for like another 20-30 minutes, then the Origin and the Harsh Reality Pearl will look really, really good. Just give me that some of that mid lane read with drier lane in the middle, being dried up by some other balls with some surface. Still think that the Origin is gonna be the best on longer conditions, right? Asymmetric hybrid, it's got some polish on it. It's gonna get down the lane pretty easy, but then it's gonna really have some, you know, giddy up in the back end. Just not as much as the Harsh Reality Pearl, but still you gotta use it a little bit later in the day, maybe game 3 or 4 in league. If I were to bowl on this pattern on the fresh, I would definitely use something with little surface like the Attention Star S2, maybe the Harsh Reality Solid, and then I would go to the Harsh Reality Pearl or this Origin here in game 2, 3, 4, after the heads have kind of dried up a little bit and the mids have dried up a little bit. But on the fresh, a little sharp to control, but not bad actually. All right, we're about halfway through the vid here with the 900 Global Origin. And speaking of Origin, I wanna know how you got into bowling. Let me know down in the comments how you started to bowl. Did your parents bowl? You just end up going to the alley like me every night, bowl league, hang out, bowl on the side? Did your parents force you to bowl? Did they throw you in juniors, make you go? You start bowling with your friends after school? Let me know how you got into bowling down in the comments below. These are gonna be pretty interesting. All right, so in conclusion, the Origin versus the Attention Star S2. This ball definitely travels a little further down lane, a little more hockey stick off the back end, a little more defined hook shape, definitely less boards hooked. I'm gonna say 3 to 5 boards less than the Attention Star S2. And compared to the Harsh Reality Pearl, again, another 3 to 4 boards less hook, and definitely not as continuous. A little straighter off the back end than the Harsh Reality Pearl, so it kind of fits right in between the Attention Star S2 and the Harsh Reality Pearl. All right, so if you're needing a ball like a little step down for your Harsh Reality, but you need that asymmetry, you need that big pearl, but the Harsh Reality is just a little bit too much sometimes, this is the ball for you. And if you're a high rev player and some of those big asymmetrical balls are just too much ball, but you definitely need something in your bag that hooks a lot, just for when it's a long pattern or when the lanes get burnt up and you got to move way left and you need to get something to hook in the back end, this could be the ball for you, right? It's just not as much hook as those huge asymmetric pearls like the Harsh Reality Pearl and stuff like that, but it's going to be more than a symmetrical pearl. It's going to be more than the gold label. It's going to be more than the Optimum Model Pearl. It's going to be more than all those for sure. So if you're needing a ball kind of to bridge that gap between a symmetrical and that big asymmetrical piece, this is gonna be that ball. And you can even knock the polish off a little to make it even smoother in the back end. And I think that'll work well for a lot of people as well. You know, there's a place for this ball. I'm excited for this ball. I don't have to go from huge ASIM pearl to a symmetrical pearl and have that gap there. I think I'm gonna be bringing this ball a lot on a long pattern. Definitely gives me that other option that I need. Check out our shop, paraproshop.threadless.com. We got a bunch of t-shirts, a bunch of gadgets, accessories, new shirts like Storm Nation. If you want one of these, go to the Storm website. You can order anything from there. So if you need some new bowling swag, check out those 2 sites, and we'll see you in the next vid.